Hey, hey,
What
hey,
up?
hey, hey. Welcome back, y'all. Episode 6. Tonight, I'm low. See it? Wherever it is
Six.
in the box.
And I'm Al Nisa. What's going on, sis?
Nothing much, sis. As y'all know, I feel like we don't always say at the beginning, but we are sisters, biological sisters from
Biological.
Atlanta. And
ATL.
we don't do nothing but talk trash constantly. No,
Trash.
not
And
trash.
drink wine. And drink wine.
Ooh. Most importantly, drink wine. That being said, sister, my favorite sister, in fact, what are you drinking tonight?
Oh, my favorite sister. Get what I drinking. I done got a little fancy on us
Oh,
tonight.
I
You
really
like that
like
apothic
that.
red, right?
Yes,
I got it because it's
yes.
it's A. At the top of the thing on the little thing it said A right there. And then I got my
Ooh.
I ain't gonna show y'all what the year was. Cheers to some kind of
Cheers to
years,
something here.
okay? But it got my name on it. My little this is my
Oh,
favorite
I
cup.
love that. Yeah.
I'm traveling today, so I
What
had to
kind of wine
travel
is
with my
it?
traveling cup. Oh, it's
What kind
a
of
it's
red
a
is it?
red blend. It just says a red. It's a rich and smooth winemaker's blend. It's
So it's not like
delicious.
sweet or anything. It's just like a good old,
You
like,
know,
nice
I
red.
think it's just yeah, I think it's just a nice red. I don't think it's too sweet. It kind of puts you in the mind of like a cab, but it's almost like a if this makes sense,
Oh,
a blend, like a
yeah.
cab and even like a Merlot type. I mean, it's smooth. It's smooth. I like this a lot. I'm in
That
a
I've
red kind of
had
night.
apothic red before. I can't. It's been a minute since I've
Yeah.
had it, but I remember liking it. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. Y'all go
Yeah.
out and get that. That's good.
Mm.
What you drinking, sis?
Oh, I'm breaking cold tonight, sis. I'm breaking cold. I
Oh
have
Jesus.
also, but wait, this is what I was saying. We are sisters because I'm
Shut up,
drinking out of
y'all.
my mug
I
tonight.
I promise to
Nisa
God, we
got
did
us
not do
these for
this on
her.
purpose.
We did not. And when I saw her when we were setting up with this cup, I was like, "Oh, we're sisters," but I'm not gonna tell you why. She Nisa got this for one of her birthdays for her whole. We traveled to like Hawaii. It was the most
Yes, we
lavish
went to
trip.
Hawaii.
Yes,
Yes.
and Nisa got us all that travel with her these personalized wine like tumblers, like wine tumblers. So there's not wine in here though.
Tumblers.
Can you hear that rattling and a battling?
Okay.
There's
Oh,
ice
ching,
in
ching, ching,
there
ching, ching. That's ice. I
because there's
got my
rum in
ice
there.
box where my heart used to. Oh,
I need rum
hello,
tonight.
rum. How are you?
But
Okay.
I do have a
Well, let's cheers
wine.
it up regardless. We got to cheers it up
Okay,
regardless.
we will,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm gonna
You got
show
it.
you
You
this.
do have a
I
wine.
I have a wine that I want to put y'all on. I think last week I had this same. Remember,
Ooh.
I showed you guys the that vineyard that I had went to. We did that wine hike. This is
Yes.
another wine from
Wine
there. I
tasting. Oh, the wine hike.
hmm So Monteluse in
And
Dahlonega,
that one has
Georgia.
an M.
For you know what? Our last name. Okay.
Mine has an A, and yours has an
It's
M.
him. That's
Thank you,
cool. I didn't
Lord.
even think of that. Cheers, sister.
Cheers it up, sis. Bow.
Wow.
Bow. Boop. Bow. Boop. I'm making all kinds of
You and these
sounds.
sound
I'm
effects.
I'm delusional. I'm delusional. I love sleepy.
You tired? Yeah.
Mm,
Well, why you so tired, child? What you been getting into? Catch me up now.
child.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
me
you
just say,
okay. Yeah, what's up?
it's been a hell of a week.
Hey,
It's been a.
the
There's no other
Heart
way
of
to put it.
HRM Consulting. We were waiting for you. Glad you made it
That's my other
tonight.
sister. That's my other
Yes,
sister.
that's our
Hey,
other
sis.
sister.
I'm sorry. You see how I'm selfish.
She
I don't
be
like to
trying to share
share.
all the family
I don't like
members.
to share.
Mhm. So yeah,
No, sis.
what's got you tired, girl?
Girl, it's been a hell of a week. I was off today, and guess what? I worked the full day being off, with just running around like a rag doll. You hear me, girl? Literally had to take the car. I messed up. Okay, I can say that when I'm in fault. I messed up, and I lost my keyless entry car keys, and had to have it towed and taken to the dealership. When I tell you these, you know what, gave me the runaround for 2.5 days. Just got my car back after I had to go to the head person in charge.
Ooh, the H.
See, I said head person. In charge.
Heard. HPIC. Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? But listen, one of the things that I kept repeating to myself over and over and over today, after getting the runaround since 8:30 this morning, and just got my car at 5 p.m. when it's been there for 3 days, is they got to tell you something. They got to tell you something.
You should have said
it ain't gonna be. That should have been my quote of the day, right? I got another one. Don't worry.
I'm amazed.
They got to tell you something. They got to tell you something. I've been literally repeating that. I'm at the old man in mama house today. That's why I have a better background. Mama set it up so nicely for me. She was my assistant tonight.
Your armor bearers.
The old man always tell me, she was my armor bearers. The old man always tells me that people got to tell you something. And those are no truer words, man. They'll tell you anything you want to hear just to shut you up.
Child, and just to be clear, so y'all know, the old man is what we call our daddy. Like, that's our term of endearment.
Yes,
I know. Yeah, we do say daddy or dad, but what we really call him mostly is old man. Like, all right, old man. Hey, old man, where you go? We really call him that. So when Nisa's saying the old man always tells me this, she means our father.
Yes, that's my daddy. They're my daddy. So no better fitting quote, right? Than based on the topic, you know. But tell me about your week, sis. How
No, I was just gonna get into like talking about. I really enjoyed our Sunday dinner. Like, that was just such a good time. I felt like, even though I know that was when you lost your key. But it was a good time. It was
away.
I know. We were at our parents' house. Not the whole fam. It was really just Nisa and our both. One of our brothers was out of town, and our other brother lives on the West Coast. But the kids were there.
Yes.
Nisa's husband was there. Our parents. We cooked. The ladies cooked.
Yes,
we bought it like a potluck style. Nisa made. Y'all. She cuts up. This is what she do all the time. She don't do nothing but cut up. She cut up and made not just roast. She made a roast, and Nisa, her roast is the roast of all roasts.
Except for Auntie's.
She didn't stop it. Well, yeah, Auntie's you can't compare anybody's to that. That wouldn't be fair.
Nobody
I wouldn't
can
do
compare
that.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Nisa not only made a roast, but she had the audacity, the cojones, to come up in our parents' house with some oxtails, y'all.
Y'all.
When I tell you,
them
things off the bone, like my last meal. Man. If I was on death row, that's my last meal. I just want you to know. I just want you to know. So in case you get the call,
good thing,
like they got you
on death row, sis.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're right. You know what?
You on death row. Okay.
Amen.
Cut it out,
because we
don't listen. I ain't listening to you. Don't
listen to me. But yeah, so that was fun. We had a good time. The guys, sometimes I don't realize how traditional and southern we are until we having Sunday dinner and all the women
We
are
all
bringing
together
food and all the guys are in the living room watching football. I'm like, oh
watching
God,
football
we just as southern and traditional and
as
fake
your
woke and
listen,
fake
fake
feminist
just
as
out
we
here.
can be. But no, I'm like, because I loved it. I was like,
It
oh,
was
look at the men in there
fun.
watching football. We in the kitchen, drinking
Yes.
our wine and
Oh,
getting the
we had a
dinner
good
together.
old meal. And listen, y'all,
It's
and
good.
no, but let's talk about what you made.
Oh,
Lo made, this is one of her favorite dishes. And when I tell you that gravy was sopped up, oh, she made some smothered chicken and gravy. And we put that
I
thing
love
over
me
some
some
rice.
gravy. And our
And we had some
mom,
cabbages. And
yes, mom made the cabbage. What else did
what
she make? Rice. Well, she made
she
rice.
made cabbage and yams.
Oh,
And yams.
she been doing
Come
something
on.
different with them yams. She told me the secret, but if she ain't told you, then I'm
Listen,
gonna have to keep that to
she
myself.
did.
She told me the secret. She told me the
No
secret.
worries. I'm here at her house. I will get it out of her.
You
Okay.
will.
Never
You
fear.
will. You
Never
will.
fear.
But listen, speaking of quotables by the old man, tonight's episode is titled Don't Listen to Me,
Yes.
Listen to Your Daddy. You feel me? So we came up with
You
this
feel me?
look, we were inspired by this video that went viral here recently. Sis, can you give like a little recap of
Yeah.
what led us to want to have this conversation tonight?
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously, y'all, this was like the absolute best. And I need to have the title so y'all know
Ooh,
what to go look
tea.
for. Okay. So they right here.
Ooh,
And I know we talked about our good sis, Sarah Jakes Roberts last week a little. We touched on her a little
yeah.
bit, but this was befitting just because of. Listen, let me tell y'all. When I watched this video on YouTube, and it was about 3 weeks ago. Actually, I cried the entire time because it was really powerful. The name of it, the name of the clipping under TD Jake's page is Loose to Evolve.
Mm.
And that's the name of it, Loose to Evolve. And we know, you know, TD Jakes has been definitely a pioneer in the Christian community, I'll say the African American, at least Christian community. Sidebar, you remember Sarah Jakes Roberts came to Atlanta probably about a couple of months ago, and me and our good sis, who's always logged in, good sis took me and mom actually, and we were so blessed. There was a funny story there. I'll tell that
I
later.
wish you could tell it.
Um,
Okay.
I can tell it. I'll tell it. But sidebar, Sarah is just an amazing. She's just amazing. Her words, she's very just has a powerful word, and you can tell that she really has an anointing on her life. But okay, so she does um, Woman Evolve. That's kind of where her platform is with what she's been doing, and speaking, going around from city to city. Just she's just a good sis. She's just encouraging, right? But her father has been doing Woman Thou Art Loose for what, the past 30 plus years?
Yeah.
And the platform he's built has just been amazing. And
Massive. Yeah.
if you kind of follow, right, and if you kind of follow Sarah Jakes Roberts' story, I've read two of her books. I'm not sure how many books she has, but I've read Woman Evolve?
Yeah, she has one called Woman Evolve. She does have a book called Woman Evolve.
And there's one more before that one where she kind
Settle
of
for
really
safe.
touched
Don't
on.
settle for safe, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. that was really good. And she touched on just her background, and I actually didn't know a lot of about her history and what she had gone through. Um, and she has just done wonderful things over these past few years, and really also become such a great pioneer for, I will say, this time that we're in, like our generation, right? And so her father was basically passing the baton, or passing the torch, to her. He said he's basically retiring from Woman Thou Art Loose. And he was saying, you know what, Sarah, I'm passing this torch over to you, not because you're my daughter, not because you're blood, not because, I favor you because you're my favorite. You're not my, it's not that you're my favorite, but it's because you have an anointing on your life. And when I say this man spoke over her daddy, the way that he so eloquently, he's so poised, he just you could it was high emotions, the way he spoke over her life. Did you saw it, sis? You tell me how you felt about it.
I agree. Yes, it was so powerful. I felt like he didn't just speak to her over her life. He spoke over her destiny. He spoke into her future. He spoke into her kids' futures. He was like giving her warning of what was to come, confirming that she had the tools and the strength and the anointing and a host of angels, all of heaven fighting and rooting for her in her corner, like coming from her dad, who's not just her dad, who's like speaking and is a contractor.
Yes.
Not someone who might just be, oh, my daughter's so great because look at what she's done. No, he was speaking from a place of, I've walked where you've walked. I know what's ahead. I know what's around the corner. And can you imagine knowing that you are giving your kid something that's amazing, something that they are called to, but also it was something that you were called to, and you know how challenging and how difficult it was. And to still have, I even admire him for being like, I've been through this and I know it's going to be so challenging and so difficult, but I am more confident in God and in your destiny that you can withstand this. And he's not just saying it outside of it. That's what kind of blows my mind. He's not like saying it as he was just a little minister that, kind of did this. He was massive. He built this platform, and he knows firsthand how difficult it was. And still he's like, you got the tools to take this
to
higher heights.
You called. And you know what, sis? Let me tell you what he said that blew my mind.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to adjust this light, y'all. It keep going out. But yeah, I'm listening.
He said he's been in the ministry for the last 46 years, right? He said, I was called at that time for my generation. He said, now you are called for such a time in this generation. Ooh! And that blew my mind, because she's definitely anointed. But what really, really stuck out to me was that, and we can, I want to continue this conversation about just what that means when he was, I'm sorry, my little thing came loose as if it's about to go dead, y'all. I'm gonna be right back if I cut off.
Oh no.
I want to go back to the whole service, or what transpired, but some of the things that he said to her was just so important. One of the things that he spoke into her life was that I'm so proud of you. And he was like, I'm not proud of you because of who you are in this platform. I am proud of you because of just or what you are, but who you are. He was like, I don't care if you was working at Kmart. I don't care if you was
Oh,
sweeping
yes.
floors. I don't care what. I would be proud of you no matter what.
Ooh,
And
what?
the one thing that he said that was just like you hit it, sir. He said, I don't care what anybody says. I want you to know that you are enough. Woo!
Oh,
Sorry.
she's out.
Excuse me.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say this.
Thank you.
Our sis on the chat, she said yes, he was confirming her anointing, and that is so true.
Ooh,
Confirming
that
her
right there.
anointing. That's everything. So, sis on the chat, if you, what else? I mean, or whoever else on the chat, y'all who's gonna watch it in the future, comment below. Let us know, like, if you all saw that clip. Nisa, you said the title was on TD Jakes' YouTube page called Loosed to Evolve. Y'all go watch that clip. It's about 20, 30 minutes. Watch the clip.
It's about 35 minutes. Yeah.
Good. Watch that clip. Come back to our channel. Put your comments on what you thought about that particular clip below. And I just want to kind of go into maybe a little bit of a personal, a personal moment here on my experience with the importance of a father's validation. And our dad is great. Our dad, it was almost like we had such a well-rounded grown childhood or growing up, because we saw my mom, she got saved when we were all very young, and she was very devout Christian, and she very much walked it out. I always admired the way that my mom walked out the faith. Like she wasn't the kind of Christian I am.
She's still out there walking it out, y'all.
Don't listen to me.
Walking it out.
Yes, I mean, we would wake up in the middle of the night to her laying hands on us in bed. She would be literally praying. We grew up in like a 3-bedroom apartment between the 6 of us. We could hear her crying out to God every morning. All of us, friends would be coming over while we were getting ready. To this day, our brothers, we have another one of their close friends who we call brother. He used to be over our house every single morning. We was in our prayer huddle
every day.
My mom,
they thought he was our brother.
People thought he was our blood relative. And my sister does that with her kids. Get them in that prayer huddle every morning, and they pray before they go to school.
We pray every single morning. Even my friends, Lolo, she be like, y'all know, hey, y'all get in that prayer circle. We got to pray. And even when we left moms on after dinner, we still in the prayer circle.
We still in the prayer circle. My mama, and I really do feel like that is one of the biggest things, that scripture that says, train up a child in the way that he should go, and when they're old, they won't depart. My mom's prayer life is the one thing that no matter how much I'm doing, no matter how much I feel like I'm not really hitting it on the bullseye every time in my walk, I never feel too far from God to where I won't pray. I'm going to talk to the big homie. I'm going to tell the Lord,
listen,
I'm cutting up and I'm sorry for that, fam, but you're going to have to help me. I need a little help. Okay. No, do your thing. Do your thing, sis.
Yeah, you keep talking.
Okay. But yes, okay, so getting back on track, our mom really walked it out. So tough. She is such an incredible example of what it means to be a believer. Such an incredible example. Oh yeah. And our dad, on the other hand, I feel he wasn't the old man. He wasn't into church. He's never necessarily come out and said, he's a believer or anything along those lines. But every once in a while, the old man, over the course of my life, I remember him saying, man, that's how I know that God is real. Like, just a real life thing. He would be like, oh, that's how I know that God is real. I know. She's Nisa's sensitive about her old man. She really is.
I'm sensitive
The
about
old
my old man.
man, the old man has God in him, and you can
He does.
tell is a friend of God, and he's conscious of his position, I believe, in a divine sense,
Absolutely.
like as you know,
Yeah.
in a spiritual sense, and
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is about the old man. I know I feel like our mom, she's very protective of us, and like she loves us so much that she never wants anything bad to happen to us. So sometimes that's like it can be like she's afraid for us
Overbearing.
a little bit. Like, don't do this, be like that, do the, just she wants us to
Yeah.
walk a fine, steady walk, and that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. She should want that for us. I want that for
Absolutely.
us. Um,
Right.
and we also have the other end where our dad is kind of like, this is your life, you and you alone. You in the end, when everything and the rubber hits the road, and it's just you and the creator, it's all
Yes.
about you. When you don't have nothing else
Yeah.
ahead of you and everything behind you, it's gonna
Yeah.
be just you and your decisions
Absolutely.
that you have to sit with. So I feel like that has been a powerful message. And uh our sis on the chat said he brought balance. Our dad, yes, absolutely. He
Ooh,
brought
he
balance.
brought so much balance. And listen, those people that know the old man and those people that know my mom know they're literally like night and day. It's literally like night and day, but it absolutely, sis, like you said, it brought us so much balance. And one of the things that I can appreciate about that balance was, like you said, we had that faith base. That was the core of our upbringing, and we still value that to this day, right? One of the things that I always contribute our Father giving or impouring in us is it's okay to try new things. Like he is our biggest cheerleader. Like, I have tried a million quadrillion things. I have even gone to school for a million quadrillion things. If I come home and tell my daddy today I'm gonna be an astronaut tomorrow,
Oh yeah.
my dude gonna tell me, "Well, fly us to the moon, baby.
Yes,
Come
he
on,
is.
somebody, fly us to the moon, baby."
That's
And he
literally
ain't
what
gonna
he's
bat
gonna
an
say.
eye.
No,
He
he's
gonna
gonna
be
mean it.
dead. Fly us to the moon. He's gonna mean it. He's always meant it. That's the thing. Like, dude,
Yeah.
that's so important to have that
Yes.
validation. And one of the things that TD Jakes, I mean, he just really poured into Sarah. And one of the things that he said was, for every woman who hasn't had a father to validate you, this is for you. Reach out and receive this word, girl. He was talking to them women.
Hunty.
Come on,
Oh,
somebody.
our sis just put in the chat. She said about the old man. She was like, just like when you was acting, Daddy was on the front row.
Girl, remember when
Yes,
I was an actor? You remember when I was
Nisa.
an actor?
I remember
I done
that.
did
Can
it.
you?
I
I
done
know
did it
this is a
all,
sidebar, but
child.
can you kind of talk a little bit about what led you to acting? Because low key, Nisa can act. It's crazy. High key, Nisa can act, and I don't even know. I wish that was something that maybe I don't know when the kids are all in college and you've done everything. You should look into doing that again because you're
Tyler
really good
Perry,
at
hit
it. It's
me up.
crazy. No,
Hit
but
me up,
serious.
Tyler. I've been on the Tyler Perry Studios, baby. You know, I've been on
Really?
there a couple of times. I was. Let me pull my receipts, boo. Let me pull my
Oh,
receipts, boo. No,
where
seriously,
they
no
at? Where
receipts,
they
no receipts. But
at?
I was extras, more like at least 5 times on Tyler Perry. I did a lot of extra
What?
stuff, but I did a lot of stage plays. My dad was always there. I did commercials. I mean, honestly, one of the truthfully, truth be told, again, my dad has always given me the confidence to do whatever I feel led to do. And he is, every time I have said, "Oh, I think I want to try this," he has always been supportive. Like, I think that's why my kids are so brave and will try different
Mm.
things, because they spent a lot of time with him growing up, when they were younger. And especially my son, like
Hmm.
NJ, he be like, "Oh, I got that from Pawpaw." He run with
That's his boy.
Pawpaw. That's his boy. That's his boy. He be on the phone talking, and I be like, "Who are you talking to?" Like, he be talking like a real grown man, and I'm like, "Who are you? Who are you having this conversation with?" Of course, it's Pawpaw. Who else would it be? You know what I'm saying? But I did get into acting because that was a point when I was in school. Remember, I was in school and
Hmm.
I wasn't really working. And one day somebody hit me like, "Oh, you can do extra work for money." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And so when I started doing the extra work and I started seeing the actresses and actors, I was like, "Oh, this is something I've always kind of had a mind to do." I mean, the first high school I went to was a performing arts school, and I was in the choir. And so I always loved to do plays and things of that nature. So it was one of those things, like, it's just a no-brainer at this point. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, that was a cool era for me. And my dad, like you said, the old man was cheering me on. So listen, if you see Alnisa name come across your screen now, oh,
Hmm.
I see. Like,
I
you're
just put
at the
it
Music
up.
Row. I just saw that.
Yes.
Okay, I just
I
saw it
just put
pop
it
up.
up. Hmm.
Oh, okay, okay. But no,
Yeah.
it
I
was amazing. That was amazing
yeah.
experience.
Yeah, and just to kind of piggyback, I do want to just throw this in here too. I know a lot of people have had like troubling experiences with their father, or they've never, you
Hmm.
know, their father may have passed when they were young or before they were born, or different things like that. And I wish that I could speak. I not I wish I wish, I don't know how to say it. I wish there was a way for me to be able to speak to it from like a more um, connected way, but
Right.
I can only speak to it from like a place of sympathy. Like, I legitimately feel um, just it touches my heart to know that there are people out there that have had that experience. And
Yeah.
I don't know all the perfect words to say, but I do think that there are ways for you to find that fatherly validation, even if it's not in human form. I do believe that God
Yeah.
can be whatever we need God to be, including a father, including a mother, whatever. And
Absolutely.
I believe also that God can connect us to people that are physical representations of that for us. So I just want to encourage
Absolutely.
anybody who may have a troubled relationship with their father, or no relationship at all, to
Hmm.
connect with God. And if it's your
Yes, that's
desire
good,
to
sis.
ask God to provide you with like a tangible connection, um, and representation of that,
Hmm.
in on earth, like in the physical real, like I can touch this person, I can see this
Yes.
person, I can hear this person. But I do want to say to
Yeah.
your point, sis, I don't think I've always felt. I think it's been. I mean, to be completely transparent, been in my older years that I felt a sense of respect and reverence and honor for our dad, because he's not a perfect man,
Hmm.
and we were able to see some of those
Right.
imperfections in real time.
Imperfections.
Um,
Yeah. Right.
yeah, and looking back as in my 30s, I'm like, that was actually incredibly brave and vulnerable. I feel like our dad showed us how to be vulnerable when he would have those human and imperfect moments, and then and own up to it. Like, I feel like all of us,
Yeah.
to a degree, as his kids, like we all
Hmm.
are just, we have our own, we march to the beat of our own drum, all four of us. But And also
All
we're
of us.
when we misstep and when we hurt people, when we I feel like we have a good grasp and a good relationship with being accountable, like owning up to it. Like, you know what, I made a misstep there. That wasn't
Yeah.
right. Even you to your kids, you've apologized to your kids.
Right.
And I remember times when back in the day
I
the old man would
know.
apologize to me like for things. So just to wrap this up,
Yes.
I
Yes.
remember the old man. One of the more recent times where I felt like my dad's validation, and probably what stands out the most to me is when I was going through uh, ending my marriage.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of other voices in my head, and it was very difficult to kind of tune everything out, and
I'm
really
sorry, sis.
tap
I'm gonna have to
into.
reconnect. Okay. Keep
Okay, no
talking.
problem.
I'm
Okay, I
reconnect.
will. So I'm gonna let Nisa back in when she comes back up. But what I was saying was, um, there was a time where there were a lot of voices. I wasn't really able to. I wasn't really sure how to kind of tune everything out and just connect in with what I felt was really being said. Welcome back, sis. There you go. There
Hey,
you go. Hey, hey,
that's me.
that wasn't even a hitch.
Trying not to do
You
it.
back
Blinking
like
an
you
eye.
never left. But yeah, so I remember going to Taco Tuesday with the old man while I was going through
Oh
the
yes,
ending.
Taco Tuesdays.
Turn your phone back the other way though, sis.
All
That
right.
that was the other way. Yeah, you good. All right. Yeah. So went to Taco Tuesday, had some tequila, had some tacos, and
And
oh, I
oh,
can
I
hear
can hear
myself like
myself
it's
like
clear
it's
as
clear
day
as
through
day
my
through my.
headphones. Oh, it feels so weird. Okay, you in here, sis? Okay, I'm gonna just keep going. We went to Taco Tuesday. We had tacos. We had some tequila. The old man was just talking to me and like weeding out all of the negative talks, all of the doubt that I was having internally in my mind, and he was just saying basically like, "Yo, I'm rocking with you till the end.
At
You
the
are my
end.
priority. You are my daughter. I'm worried about your happiness, your joy, your peace, your overall well-being. And
Yes.
at the end of the day, this is your decision to make. This isn't nobody else's. Everybody else that's telling you whatever, 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 they not the ones that's gonna have to go to bed with the decision that you have to make.
Mm.
And there was something about just knowing um the
He had.
person that created me had my back no matter what.
Oh.
It felt like the moment when TD Jakes, I guess that part that you're talking about when he said, "No matter if you work at Kmart, I'm still rocking with you." Like I feel like what you're saying, like I don't know. I just feel like there's not a point in my life where I could be so just low and so just to where he would be like, "Ooh, that's my crazy daughter. I don't really f with her." He probably called me his crazy daughter, but he wouldn't be like, "I'm disowning her. That's my
Listen.
crazy daughter, and I love her for it."
Exactly. Listen, the old man has. It's funny because Auntie was over here last weekend, and Daddy retired, Mama retired, Auntie retired, and she lived by herself. And she was just like, I don't know why I'm in this house with all y'all make too much noise. Y'all make too much noise. But one of the things that she just told him last week, and she told us that when we were all together in Paris after we kind of had a little dispute, just a little, just a teeny weeny dispute that Lauren, look at me, that Lauren had. I just jumped in on the back end. But she told us when we were there, she was like, those are Rick's kids, And she just told him that last week, like, hey, Rose might have birthed them, but those are Rick's kids, okay? Just FYI. All of them. All four of them. All four of them. We act like our daddy. We got
We
it
be
honest.
acting up. Oh, I had myself muted. My bad.
Say what now?
No, I was saying we be acting up. I had myself muted.
Oh,
I was
we
talking.
do.
I had
We
myself
be
muted.
acting up in real life. But I mean, honestly, I will say that the moments where, like, you, just to piggyback on what you said, our dad, our father, the old man, he has always been like the most supportive person. He is definitely the one that when you are down, he is going to just lift you up. Like,
Yeah.
and just to share a little bit, I've said this on the show before, but I have a grandbaby, and my son was a teenage father, and that was something, out of the norm, and it was something that definitely kind of it shook the family, because it was like, oh my god, like, this is, in our immediate family, this was like the first time that we had to kind of deal with that. And my dad was the first one calling me. I mean, I remember, like, the next couple of days we had all went out to eat, and he was just like hugging on me and saying, "Oh, this kid is gonna be so loved, and we're gonna take care of this kid." Like, he was like, whatever we gotta do, we, as long as we stick together, we're good. And so it's been important for us to have that balance and that relationship. We get the, the godly
Mhm.
and the spiritual side of it, but we also get the realness of it. My dad grew up in a really tough situation where he was homeless at the age of 13 and living on the streets, and just really had to fight his way through a lot of, obstacles, and just been in a bad space. And so for me to hear my father say, like, even a couple of weeks ago, one of the things that he said, which I know, we were kind of dealing with the loss of our friend, but he said in that very moment, as we were talking through some things, he was like, man, Kent was special. And he was like, and all I can say is I'm very blessed. And he recognizes
Yeah.
the blessings. He recognizes God. He really does. And it's important, I think, for even for little girls, or women, to
Yeah.
kind of have that validation, to be like, man, if anybody got your back, your daddy got your back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so he's been such a important role, and just he's a solid dude, man. We crying,
Yeah, I think so. I don't know
we
why I'm
crying.
emotional.
Yeah. So, man, the old man, we love you,
Yeah, we love you, old
old man.
man. No, seriously, it's just a good feeling.
Cheers. He put us
Cheers
on
to that.
gas. He put us on wine. That's
He
why we
put us
drink
on wine.
wine.
That's why we drink wine. The old man is solid, bro. I guess, you know, I think the one of the reasons why I feel emotional talking about this is because I don't know. I feel like when you're younger, you just do not
Aw,
look at
sis.
your parents like humans,
Yeah,
and
like superheroes, or
yeah, like they're
yeah,
not real.
yeah,
So, kind of just having a little bit more insight on what both of our parents went through,
right.
and to know the kind of life that they've been able to afford us and they
Build, and
keep the odds.
yes,
And I think their biggest lesson to us, even today, our parents are showing us the importance of family. And I know,
even though
for
they're
me,
divorced,
yeah,
our
seriously,
divorcee parents,
yeah, and they're so solid in their family, and
solid. Yeah,
we're family, and I think that just helps me because I can take things personally
yeah.
and maybe, feel like this person did this to me. I never would have done that to them. Um and I've definitely cut off family members or people that, you know,
Yes, you have. Yes,
I
you have.
have. Rightfully so. It definitely
Rightfully
wasn't
so.
on
Right.
some, I just you
Yes.
just stubbed my toe, or you mistakenly hurt my feelings. No, it was some real
Some
ish.
real ish.
Yeah, and I know that I'm the one that look, if you do me dirty, you gonna have to pay the consequence for it. But I feel like even but the example that our parents have set,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
even that has its limit. Like
Yeah.
I am a strong believer in you don't gain access to mistreat me again, and
Yeah.
I think that's a healthy boundary for me because that's the way that I tick and the way that I
Absolutely.
move. I can't really just
Absolutely.
fall right back in, but that's
Yeah.
not for everybody. That's just a
Absolutely.
me thing,
Hmm.
and I know even with that, it's up to a certain point. After a certain point,
Hmm.
either we're gonna move forward in love no matter what,
Yeah.
even if moving forward in love means we have different boundaries, we don't do the same things. I'm moving forward in love, and I feel like
Yeah.
our parents have
Yeah.
shown us that, and they're still
Time and time
showing us that.
again.
Yeah,
Time and time again. Time and time again. Listen, we
we're
are
done with
grateful
that.
and thankful. This is I just want don't listen to us, but listen, Lauren don't get me emotional. So hey, y'all, it's probably the one and only time. We talking
It'll
about the
never
whole
happen
thing, and
again.
that's how it happened. No, but but seriously, I mean, this is therapeutic for us.
I think so. Yeah.
I know that there are a lot of and I saw this and I felt some kind of way. This is off topic.
Okay.
It is off topic. But don't listen to me, but I'm in my feelings about it.
Okay.
Okay. So, I see a little post like, okay, just because you run a podcast don't mean you a therapist. Or I saw somebody post like an Oprah Winfrey meme that was like, you get a podcast, you get a podcast, you get a podcast. Like, yes, we get a podcast. But it's not even about us just being on here trying to get likes or
Yeah.
trying to gain popularity. That's far from the truth. We just enjoy having these kind of conversations that um allow us to express how we feel, and it's really therapeutic in my mind. It's therapeutic for us to be able to converse and to talk through these things, issues, great things that are going on, just to
Yeah.
kind of walk through, and hopefully we can touch someone and it's relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
I
ain't gonna be
do.
for everybody.
No, and this makes me think of, I was just talking to our cousin Haley before the podcast while on my way home, and we were talking about some of the things that she went through growing up, and I was like, bro, you low key need to like write a book or
Yes,
kind of talk about this, because the
write a
way
book.
that your life has shaken out, it's like a miracle kind of. And I was saying how it's beautiful to see someone in their element and making stuff happen and just
Flourishing,
really in their bag, flourishing, thriving, everything,
thriving.
edges growing, everything, skin's clear, booty big,
Woo!
all of that. It's great to see that.
Y'all want me to pop?
Okay, now
Okay,
you don't
sorry,
you start.
sorry. Don't listen
It's
to me.
great to see that, and it's also incredible to kind of hear the before. You know what I'm saying? What led up
Yeah,
to. And I think that what I heard a sis and
I
connect
did that on
in.
purpose.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
trying
got
to
you.
do
Okay, bet.
something. Trying to do something. Trying to get
We
somewhere.
can hear her, we just can't see her. She's
Yeah.
always here. But I remember a pastor, I think one of the pastors that I used to whose ministry I used to work at, mentioned something like the new movement isn't mega. It's smaller and more
Mm.
intimate. And I think that what we the at least my desire for this hasn't been like, oh, I hope the first episode I was like, okay, I do want to hit a certain number. But since then it's just been like, I kind of just hope that the folks that watch this
They rocking with it. They
feel like they're
understand
not
what we.
alone. Like their experience isn't only theirs. Like they're not, like sometimes I'll talk to my sister like, okay, let me tell you the scenario. Am I tripping? Okay, this what happened to me. And then you be like, girl, nah, that happened to me, you know what I'm saying? And no, you ain't crazy because da 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 da. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of that's my desire for what we're doing. And I'm like, we gonna have these conversations anyway, you and me. So I kind of hope
I have my lab with y'all and try to let y'all know that you ain't alone, baby.
oh, David Mack, what up? What up? Oh, let me shout out your podcast, bro. My bro, tuning into the podcast faithfully. I'm so sorry. I
Oh
know
yeah,
this is kind
look at
of
me.
a
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
first.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
it's called Sunday Mac Blog. So the word Sunday Mac, MACK blog podcast. So on Apple
Ooh.
Music, y'all go check my brother out. What up, bro?
Okay. What up, Mac? What up?
But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I think that the small like effort to just
Yeah.
connect our stories, just talk about things that otherwise we would have felt like, oh, this is I'm having an isolated experience. I think it's pretty fire. Like if it's just three more of y'all that's like, what girl, you did that? Oh, you had that? Oh, your parents do it like that? Or this the
Listen.
relationship you had with your mom?
Mm-hmm.
I'm here
Mm-hmm.
for it.
Absolutely. I love it and I'm here for it too. This was a good conversation.
It was very great.
I'm
I
trying to
think
figure out what's in my frame. Oh, it's my it's my finger.
that was
Y'all.
your finger. That was your
Y'all know
finger,
I'm
girl.
old.
It's okay.
Jesus. Y'all, and guess
Look,
what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? My
what?
birthday in 6 days. Boom, my favorite holiday. My favorite holiday. My favorite holiday. My
I
favorite
forgot,
favorite.
y'all.
My
My sister
favorite
get.
holiday.
She
Scorpio
almost
season
grown,
coming up
y'all.
soon. Scorpio
Uh
season
oh.
coming up soon.
She's almost a real grown up.
I'll drink to that.
Cheers. I just got the evite today to her birthday dinner. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I gotta lose 14 pounds
No, you
by
don't. Listen,
next week.
we're gonna be a little bougie this time. You know, I
They say she's the rich one. I know. I already know. I'm like, I don't have an outfit.
I got two
I
kids. I
I'm
ain't rich, y'all.
bloated. I don't
Kids
know. I've been
break.
drinking soda. It's crazy. I'm not ready. So
Lauren.
I
Shit.
gotta I gotta straighten up and fly right for the next. So okay, so no, your birthday is in 6 days, but the dinner is a little bit after that. So I got a little bit more time.
Yes.
Oh, David Mack said happy birthday, sis. He didn't tell you happy
David, you stop
birthday.
it now. Stop, David.
And our good sis said you a scorpion. Look, let me tell you. Let me
She
show
a
you.
Scorpio too.
Scorpion.
She a
Oh,
Scorpio.
y'all both scorpions? Oh, no wonder. No wonder. Both of y'all my big sis.
Come on
And
now, somebody.
that's David Mack
Thank
and
you,
said
David
happy
Mack. I
birthday.
appreciate you, bro. Thank you, sis.
Yes.
I appreciate you. Now we're gonna turn up. Listen, y'all. I'm going to Helen, Georgia
Don't be telling them
tomorrow.
what you doing and where
Oh,
you gonna be at.
I'm gonna just be in the
She
area.
meant she going down to her house and she gonna be there caped up with her weapons in case. Look, don't be
Oh, I got that
trying.
thing on me.
Oh, for
Sorry.
real. You
I'm
already
sorry.
know. Okay.
I'm tripping. You know what? I done got too comfortable with this
Don't
life.
listen to. Oh, you're right.
Don't.
You know what? We taking it too far. I knew it would happen sooner or later.
Can't tell y'all
Anyway,
what, but y'all ain't gonna know
look.
where I be.
You wanna talk
I can
about
tell
your
you where I'm
birthday
at.
plans?
You ain't gonna know where I'm gonna be.
Oh, you know what? I like that a lot, sis. I like that a lot.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell you where I'm at.
snap.
But you ain't gonna know where I'm gonna be.
Now that sound like now you your daddy child. That sound like the old man right there. I can tell you where I'm at, but you ain't gonna know where I'm gonna be. You too cold blooded for me.
That's a quote. Y'all quote that, Alnisa. Okay.
Now that was real good. That was real good to me, sis. All right. So you want to finish telling them what's on tap for your birthday before I get into what we got going next?
Nah, I mean, I'm just going to the mountains to chill. Then we're gonna have a little nice birthday dinner, you know, lovely evening out. And that's it, man.
honestly, I've talked about this before. I think relationships with the people that I love are important. And every single year I do something just because I want to be surrounded by those who love and support me.
Yeah.
And I am just I'm very blessed. I embrace getting older.
Oh yeah.
I am very blessed to oh, y'all there?
We
I'm
here.
very y'all know I'm old. I'm getting older. I just said that. You see? The technical difficulties.
This is about to be the best episode.
I've had so many technical difficulties, but it's just
But you
because I'm
made it
not in my
happen.
own setting, and I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
I'll do better. I'll do better. Don't listen to me. But
Don't apologize.
yeah, just shout out to the birthday people. Shout out to just everybody. Love y'all, man. For
We do
real.
love y'all. We do love y'all. I'm really looking forward to the birthday shenanigans. I don't really like big crowds
She
or
don't like
whatever.
people. She don't like people.
I love people.
She don't like people. She don't like
Okay. She telling my secrets. Shh, sis, hush.
people. Okay.
I am not accustomed to hanging out with a lot of people. Thank you very much. But for Nisa's birthday, that's the one time where I just be
You
like,
show out.
"Ooh, I want to go to the club. I want to go to the club." You know what I'm saying? Do my little ditty. I got my little light braids. I
Oh, and I got
feel,
my little light hair.
oh, we twins. I'm feeling like a city girl or whatever, and I'm ready to have a good old time for your
Oh, we're gonna
birthday.
have a good old time. We're gonna have a after the party is an after party. Ooh,
And
ooh.
I already knew that.
Put your glasses down. Let them know.
I already knew that.
Let them know.
Look, all right, y'all. I feel like this is. I've had a really great time tonight.
Yeah, man.
I've had a wonderful time tonight. I know, even in spite of our technical difficulties, I was trying to move the light around because y'all could see my computer screen and my glasses. I'm like, oh, I want them to see what's going on in
Hey,
the behind the
I'm gonna
scenes.
play the Georgia Mega Millions, and once I hit the jackpot, y'all ain't got to worry about this no more. We're gonna be straight. We're gonna have for real,
Can't wait.
okay? Not that we got fake producers. Well, I'm a fake producer, but you know
Me
what?
too.
Don't listen to me. I'm gonna
Ooh, we got
close
off
it
track.
out, but
Yeah.
since I'm on my phone, I have to close it out without me being in the camera. So I know you always react.
Hold on, wait. Before you get there, sis, I
Oh
want to
yeah,
highlight.
yeah.
I want to highlight a wonderful, beautiful spirit. We always like to shout out a company, somebody doing a thing. I didn't even tell my good sis that I was going to be shouting out her business. We're working on a collaboration, Nisa and I, with her. Um, and maybe something will be coming out in the winter. She has a candle line. My sister and I did a tea thing back in the day, and she has been reminding me of that tea since then. She loves it, so we there could be a collaboration coming down the line with that. But she, I don't even think Nisa knows this. She literally has changed both of our lives. So, I remember when I was going through a really tough time, I was asked. She is a therapist. She's a therapist, and I was asking her because I know her personally. I didn't want to, I wasn't as comfortable being like, okay, telling her all of the things that I had been through, that I was going through. So I asked her if she could refer me to a therapist. She referred me to this therapist. This is maybe the fourth or the fifth therapist I've been to.
You
She referred me
the
to
therapist. I
our
got
our current therapist is the one that she referred, sis.
she
So
changed.
she changed our life. I had been going to the therapist, referred my sister. I've sent this therapist information to so many people. I don't even know if she's taking new clients. I probably should ask her in our next session, like, is it okay for me to still be referring people to you?
I just saw her last weekend. I just saw her last
And I
weekend.
saw her the weekend before.
See, got
This
that.
woman literally has changed both of our lives, and she is also a therapist. I'm just gonna add in her her page, her Instagram page. Y'all go follow Kernesia Bogan. She's an MFT, an LMFT,
Yeah.
coach, consultant, and advocate of self-care and self-identity.
Oh my God.
Her website is www.c as in cat, Bogans, BOGANS.com. Her Instagram is C Bogans MFT. Y'all go check her out. Like,
Over here
really,
shotting so I can make sure to follow.
yes. Follow her. She has different affirmations on her page. She sometimes has conversations with people. Just the cheat code. Like, we all need some support. We need support. This whole conversation has basically been about, look, somebody validating you, someone supporting you no matter what's going on. That's what a good therapist can do. That's what a good therapist can do. So I can't speak highly enough of her.
Therapy and
Carnisia,
Jesus, you know our motto.
yes,
Therapy
feel
and
me.
just God. Okay.
Ooh,
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Shandelu.
all right now, y'all. Sis, go on and take us on that. I done caught the Holy Ghost.
I
Time to
see
go.
you. I see you. Because Jesus done turned that cup into wine. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I actually have switched to wine.
Don't listen
As
to
a matter of fact.
see that? Don't listen to me. I'm going out for a minute, but let me just tell y'all what I got.
Oh, I ain't gonna be able to see your face. All right.
I know. Okay, so listen. If you succeed at loving imperfect people, then it becomes plausible that someone could love imperfect you. And that's the good father of Sarah Jakes Roberts.
TD done said that.
TD done said that, girl. He hit it on the nail.
Said that.
TD done said that. We all imperfect, y'all. We all imperfect. And as much as we are imperfect, we gotta love the next person that's just as imperfect as us.
Yeah.
With all our heart.
Y'all, look who just pulled up.
Not Haley in the house. Girl, you done missed it, boo.
See, we done, Haley. You activated, but it's over.
It's all good. Let's toast to Haley. Come on.
We toasting up. That's my best friend. Me and Haley going out for the weekend. You guys, I had way too much fun tonight. Something is going on.
Be having fun and all of the technical difficulties.
Period. And I'm finna call my sister to continue the conversation after this.
This is how we do every single. We love y'all.
Love you guys. Come back next week. You hear?
A-Town down.
Oh!